15 steps to becoming the best team leader in the call center industry. The harder you work, the easier the job of team leader becomes. Number 1, metrics, metrics, metrics. They are the measures of success in a call center, and they are your personal scorecards of success. Stack rank your team every day if you can. Produce run charts on key metrics. Every day, display them and talk to them. Number 2, set your expectations early and often with your team. Set their shift expectations, set expectations with regards to their metrics, set expectations on their work behaviors, set expectations on their dress code. Also, set their expectations on what they will get from you. You need to set expectations with yourself on what you are going to do for your team. Remember, you are their team leader, their coach. You set the direction and the expectations for the team. Number 3, do the job you expect your team members to do. Take a few calls. It's an easy way to stay sharp on the issues and win the support of your team. If they know you can do the job, that will get you a lot of respect. Number 4, clear the path for their success. Find out what gets in the way of your team doing a great job. It may be slow systems or bad procedures or outdated processes. Try your best to fix these issues. For the ones that you can't, let your team know why it can't be fixed. Your team will accept an issue once they know the why. Your job is to fix it or find out the reason why it can't be fixed and then communicate that back to them. Number 5, help people become great at their jobs. Think about teaching someone how to ride a bike. Nobody learns how to ride a bike on the first go. They will fall off the bike many times before they can actually ride it some distance. New call center agents are just like people learning to ride a bike. They are scared, they are nervous, so they need a reassuring hand and support from you. Evaluate their work often. Remember, this is their first real job. Agents want and need constant feedback from you. Helping them become great is your job. Number 6, new employees from training. Sit new employees with your experienced team members. Sometimes you will need extra help, and it's a good way to groom your backup or your second in command when you're away or in meetings. Have the training team give you a report card on how new members did in training. You will want to get as much information on their attendance, their participation, testing, and even some comments on how well they interacted with other people in training. Visit the training class if you have a new employee there. Introduce yourself and invite them over during a lunch break to meet other members of your team. Number 7, get help from training and quality when needed. When you notice a gap in a certain call type or email handling procedure, ask the quality team for some extra additional insight by doing extra monitoring. With 12 to 17 people on your team, it's not reasonable to think that you can get to or identify every issue that your team encounters, so sometimes you're going to need extra help from the quality department. Number 8, managing absenteeism. Absenteeism is an early warning indicator for attrition, so it is a great opportunity to show your agents that you care, but it needs to be worked every day. Absence should make your heart grow fonder. Your staff will either be genuinely sick or they'll genuinely don't care. That is why they are not coming to work. The opportunity for you is to find out why they do not show for work and see if you can fix that issue. If you don't treat your absenteeism problem, it will become an attrition problem. So don't let that happen. You've already invested too much time to have to start over again with a new agent. Number 9, care about your people so they will care about you. Know their stats. Know their names of their boyfriends or girlfriends, husbands, wives, or partners. Know their pets' names. Know their hobbies. Remember their birthday. Remember when it's their 30, 60, 90, or 180th day at work, and celebrate that as an anniversary. Put this information into your smartphone or your tablet for easy access and updating. You will be amazed at the positive reaction you get when your people know that you care enough about them to remember a special date or a special someone. Number 10, recognize good effort often. A pat on the back or a handwritten thank you note or maybe a little certificate often means more to an agent than money. Fact is, you will see agents post their rewards or their certificates around their cubicle. Come to think of it, I've never seen an agent post their pay stub. Make up your own rewards. You don't need anyone's permission to thank your team. Try the Best Call of the Week award, or how about Schedule Adherence Queen for the lady who works her schedule as required, or try the Swiss Watch Award for someone who is always on time. Get your manager or director to take 5 minutes to publicly recognize the good efforts of your team member. That will mean a little extra something to your people when the senior boss knows how good their performance has been. Give them a weekly report card on their progress. This should be tied to the expectations that you set in point number 2. You can never give too much recognition of good performance. Other ideas for recognition: so many days without absenteeism, lowest AHT for the week, or customer satisfaction hero. Combine your important call center metrics into an awards celebration. Number 11, get your team sitting together. There is a much better chance the team will be a team if they all sit together and closer to you. It is easier for your team to get your support and for you to interact with your team when they are physically close to them. The CEO of Target, the giant US retailer, moved all of his leadership team to one floor so he could be close to them, making communications easier, proving that even highly experienced executives need to work closer together to be more effective. If your team is spread out now, it'll be tough to bring them all together. Invite them to join you and their fellow team members. And of course, get your entire team on the same shift. It's hard to coach people who don't work when you do. Number 12, schedule the week ahead. Lay out the week's schedule. Let your team know what you're doing during the work week so they know what they can expect from you. Set up your one-on-ones a few days ahead. Let your team know when you will be in meetings and when you are doing coaching. Your team relies on you, so make sure they know when they can call on you. Remind your team of their individual schedules, start times, end times, breaks, and lunches. This is a great time to check in advance if anyone is planning on being away. Number 13, do pre-shift huddles. Once a team shift starts, it's pretty much impossible to get your team together to talk about the day's goals. Set 5 or 10 minutes aside at the start of each day can be a great time to get everyone up to speed and up to date on the latest process changes. Number 14, what to do when a team member quits. High agent attrition due to hard work and low compensation is a fact in this business, but sometimes other factors force agents to quit their jobs. Use the opportunity when someone on your team leaves you to learn what you could have done better in your role. Maybe it's something to do with the recruiting team, or training didn't cover. Maybe they quit because they were scared of the job. Did a schedule change impact their transportation or their family commitments in some way? Were they missing pay or benefits? Did peer pressure play a part in their decision? Did systems cause them a lot of frustration? You'll never know unless you ask. But once you know, it's your job to make sure that it never happens again to another agent. Remember to share the non-personal information you get from exit interviews with your team. This is a good way to see if they are feeling the same way about a similar issue or a challenge in the business. Finally, invest in you. Read books on leadership and managing people. This industry has too few good leaders. We do a very poor job of growing our future leaders, so you have to take matters into your own hands. Search online for books on leadership that appeal to you. Read the reviews to ensure the content suits your purpose. Ask someone you admire as a leader what books or articles they have found valuable in their career. Heck, I bet they'll even lend you some of their own books once they know that you want to become a great leader. Thanks for watching. If you would like the text of this presentation or a copy of the PowerPoint, please write to me at the address below.